Hello, everyone. It's a good evening, and today I'm taking you through towards Bangalore Airport. It's Kempagowda International Airport, and when I say international, yes, I'm traveling for an international destination yet again. And you would have already seen my Malaysian vlogs, Singapore vlogs, a lot of other countries, and this is going to be my ninth destination, and I'm happy for that because I'm reaching towards 10th, and I would reach 10th because this is going to be a multiple country visit which is going to happen, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are also excited. Yes, you heard it right. I'm traveling towards Kochi from Bangalore, and from there I will be taking flight towards Ho Chi Minh. Yes, you heard it right. It's Vietnam that I'm traveling to. I'll be there for 2 days, and then from there, I would be taking flight to Thailand. And of course, it's a city and a beach that I would be traveling towards and experiencing this time. And you guys know all about Ho Chi Minh, and if you do not know, I'm going to take you through each and every places, and I will show you the pristine nature, the culture, the food, the people around, and the facilities that is provided, the process of visas, the travelings, the budget. All these will be explained throughout this journey, and I will take you through each and everything in detail so that a person like me who loves traveling, who has experienced a lot, visiting multiple countries, I would like to share the experience with you people too. So please do watch, like, subscribe my channel, and let's travel together. Let's enjoy together. Let's experience it together. Yes, right now I'm traveling towards Bangalore International Airport, and we are almost there. So I will be taking a flight from here to Cochin, and within 2 hours after reaching Cochin, we have got to clear the immigration. We have got to clear the security check and get the boarding pass and then move on. It's an overnight journey that will happen. And this time, the interesting part is that I'm traveling with my friends. This is the first time I'm traveling with my friends to an international destination. Usually, me and my wife we used to travel everywhere. She is the backbone for all my travel plans. I just plan it. She makes sure that I get it done. A good support, right? And I love my wife. So yes, I'm reaching towards the domestic part of airport. So from here, I would be taking a night flight to Cochin, and from there, I would be traveling to Ho Chi Minh. So one of our friend is going to join uh, from Canada. She would be traveling from Canada and would be reaching Ho Chi Minh Airport, Tan San Airport. That's where we are going to land, starting from Cochin. So I've been here multiple times. I have to praise. I don't know. There is no words to praise this airport. This was first international airport. Now it has been become the domestic airport. So you can understand the quality of this airport. I've been to multiple airports in India, but Bangalore International Airport, that's the Kempagowda International Airport, stands out from any of these airports in India. It can even compete with Delhi and Mumbai. And of course, it's number one for its infrastructure. Okay, so yeah, now you see is Cochin Airport. We have reached Cochin Airport, and I have cleared my immigration security checks in Cochin. And now we friends, that is me, my wife Jaya, and our friend Chaitya and Atul, have cleared. And and I have to call out, it's their first, Chaitya's and Atul's first international travel that they are having, and I'm glad that I'm taking them with me. And of course, we are all traveling together and going to enjoy this trip. And we are going to be there in Ho Chi Minh for 2 days. And the third day, we would be traveling towards Phuket. That's in Thailand, and our travel plan is wherein once we reach Ho Chi Minh, we would be doing some shopping as usual, enjoy food, meet people, get to know the city, night walks, and of course, there is some entertainment as well. Going to Vietnam and Thailand, who doesn't like the entertainment? So, yes, we have cleared our check in and we are heading towards the flight now. There's a queue, long queue, and that's our flight which is waiting. You can see that. That's our flight, yep. So, we'll have to take an aerodrome. Sometimes we board a bus, but this time it's an aerodrome that we have got. So yes, it helps directly into the flight. Otherwise, we will have to get into a bus. The bus will take us to a flight, and from there we have to take the stairs and all. So that can be avoided this time. It's an aerodrome that we got. Oh, that's a long queue now. Oh, good. Okay, fine. The long queue is over. That's me. Hey, that's a ninth destination. Yes. This walk through the aerodrome, I love it. Talking about the flights, we have got a very cheap deal, and for that I had to sit actually for many days to find out the exact flights, routes. Planning a trip is really a hectic task. That too, while working, we have to spare our weekends, a lot of hours doing the researches, where to visit, how to manage the time, cover as much areas, and where exactly we have to go. Safety of the women that travels with us, safety of ourselves as well, men's too, because the country that we are going to visit is Vietnam and Thailand, and we've got a lot of temptations. We have got lots of entertainment which is available in these two countries. So yeah, planning a trip is not an easy task. Thank you. So yeah, we have as usual. While getting into the airport, when we get into the desk for the check-in bags, I ask for a window seat, and we have got it as usual. So I'm happy. I like window seat, and thankfully my wife is fine to sacrifice her window seat for me, and that helps. So I've got my friends as well, some window seats, so they are also able to have a view once we reach Vietnam. And there you go. Those are the Ho Chi Minh skies. We had a good sleep. Good morning to everyone. And yeah, that's the first look of Ho Chi Minh City. And we are closing towards the airport. Oh, wow. You know which river is that? It's Mekong River. The Mekong River is one of the big river basin which actually travels through China, Laos, Cambodia, and of course Vietnam. So that's a landscape, the sky view of Ho Chi Minh City. We're almost there. Talking about Vietnam, the world knows what Vietnam has gone through. But now, today, Vietnam is having an economic boom. The people over here has got immense strength, willpower, and capabilities. What they have gone through between 1800s and 19 till 1960 to 1975 is terrible and horrific. And from there, look at the city. Wow. That's again the Mekong River. The country has seen a lot of wars. It was colonized by France. During that time, the country was known as Saigon. Later on, Japan took it over. During the World War II, after the surrender of Japan, Vietnamese has declared their independence by 1945. But then the worst was about to come. The country that actually had the worst during the Cold War between Russia and US was Vietnam. Napalm, orange bombs, sulfur bombs. What's it not? US has tried everything on Vietnam. But the resistance of these people has actually thrown out the world police. Vietnam, they had to give up. The US had to give up Vietnam and leave. So, yeah, the history says Vietnam was under colonization of France, Japan, the brutality of Japan. During the war, US actually helped Vietnam. But later on, US itself established a military base, a huge military base and billions of dollars. Right from Roosevelt, Truman, John F. Kennedy, right until Nixon. Vietnam has seen the worst. People suffered, and even now they suffer. Visiting any country, not just Vietnam, not just Thailand, visiting any country, we have to be careful about scams. There would be people who would be there to scam the tourist. So we have to be really careful. So yes, we have reached Tan San Airport. Thank you. Thank you. It was a good flight, a good sleep. And yes, I am touching down, setting my foot in my ninth country. There you go. I'm going to head towards the bus. We'll take a couple of photos in front of the plane. Yeah. Love it. Those are all the Vietnam budget airways. And that's the Vietnam's national carrier, the Vietnam Airlines. So we traveled in Vietjet, which gives us good offers. And we have to take a visa through online portal. You don't have to go to any agency. It is a pretty simple process where you just need to fill the form, go for the right links. I would share the link on my description where you have to go. Just click on the link, just fill up the form which is there in your passport. Hey, that's me. Just fill up those details in the passport into the portal, upload the photo according to the size and criteria which is what is being mentioned in the site. Then upload the front page of your passport copy. Just scan it and paste it over there. Through the mobile itself, you can open the PDF folder, just take a photo, and it itself will scan it and give you a PDF file. Just need to upload that into the portal. That's it. You just need to pay 2,400 rupees, I think. Yeah, 2,450. Yeah, 2,450. So you just need to pay that on online itself, and within 3 days, exactly, I can tell you, within 3 exact days, it's a working days what I'm talking about, 3 working days, you would get the visa in your email. So there is no such hassle waiting for visas and all. They're very, very clear what to be done. So yeah, that is the airport runway and flight parking area that you see. Oh, that's pretty far, man. That's a long journey towards a airport. Now we have to get into the immigration zone, and the first thing once we reach the airport is that we have to get a SIM. Any airport, that's the first thing that we have to do. We have to get a SIM so that we can connect to the local network. So we have used often what I do is that I do not go outside for any of these SIMs. Definitely you can go outside, hunt for a SIM, and you might get a cheaper one. But to go outside, get a cab or a bus or anything, not a bus but a cab, definitely SIM is required. And to contact the hotel, inform that you have reached, and regarding the check-in process, anything, any kind of communication of mobile, a SIM is required. A mobile connection is required. So yes, the first thing that I need is a SIM. Before which I need to freshen up, I would use the toilet. These are the routine things which I do once I reach a different country, land in a different country, and then before getting into the immigration, I freshen up myself, and maybe immediately after immigration or before immigration, I would take a SIM so that I gets connected to the local network. So yeah, that's it. We have reached airport, and let me step out. Where's the bag? Okay, that's the task, to carry all these bags. Often I don't allow my wife to carry much. I do carry almost all the weight, lifting part. Okay, let's take the stairs. No, there should be escalator. Ah, escalator's over there. Okay, let me take it right. And be careful about I saw a lot of videos and vlogs regarding the airport scams that happens inside the airports by the immigration officers. So not just the immigration officers, it can be anything with the portal as well. It's I wouldn't blame the immigration officers. They are doing their duty. But something that I've observed is that while applying the visa in the portal, there used to be some mistakes which people say they are very confident that they have uploaded the right details, but once a visa comes in, we might not notice it. But there would be some clerical errors that may happen with the details that you have uploaded. You might have given the right ones, but when the visa comes to you, there would be some kind of error that would be there in the documents, and there would be immigration will not allow you to enter the country. For example, date of birth, or maybe a spelling mistake in your name. So always, not just for Vietnam, for any countries, just make sure that once you get your visa, check on the details of yours as well as the countries that you're entering into. Just go through the visa. That's the basic thing that is required. Okay, that's a Viettel. Yeah, this is a SIM that I'm looking for. It gives a very good deal. Most of the times I do take the country's national SIMs than the private ones, because if in case we have to go to some remote areas and all, it's better to have a national SIM itself. So Viettel is gives a good deal as well. So I would prefer having this Viettel, but before which I shouldn't be scammed, or maybe I shouldn't be paying any more price with the Sims. So I do compare. I do go to different kiosk, try to find out and compare the prices. That's when I take it. That's the immigration point. There's more telecom companies and Sims that I get. Meanwhile, yeah, the currencies that you never, I would never recommend. I have informed this before as well as during my other videos. Never convert your currencies in an airport, because only if it is really urgent that you don't have much and it is mandatory that you need some currency, then yeah, go for airport. Otherwise, please do not exchange money from airport exchanges. Always do it from outside, either before entering the country from your same country that you are coming from, or after getting out of the airport, get into an exchange, change your currencies. And to be on a safer side, I always carry some dollars with me. Dollars is commonly accepted everywhere, right? So yeah, I've taken a sim and I'm heading towards the immigration. Yeah, I'm heading towards the immigration, but I could see some people sitting over there and some police officers explaining or checking with others in passport. I will give you the details later, but let me head towards immigration. Often you might have seen once you're reaching international destinations, people running. As soon as the flight lands, you would see a lot of people getting out, taking out their bags and running. This is just to avoid the immigration queue. Right now we were one of the last to reach, and yeah, so we have to stand behind the queue and the immigration is completed. They just checked our passport, they just checked our visa, and I have a story to tell you. It was funny, actually kept me in hold for like 15 to 20 minutes, but I got out. I would tell you this thing, what has happened. I just explained, and that turned out to be I got probably scammed or maybe my own mistake. I'm not sure, but this is my first experience. Anyway, done with the immigration. I'm down. I'm heading towards the baggage counter. So yeah, that was a one heck of experience which I had with immigration. But yeah, it was supposed to happen so that I should be careful next time. But I was explaining this during the video, and I myself got into that experience of immigration. Oh God. But that's fine. I would give a detailed explanation during what happened during my immigration. Thankfully, my friends and my wife, they cleared the immigration immediately, and but I myself, who has applied for everyone, got the visa for everyone, and tickets were booked by me. I myself got stuck with the immigration. Yeah. So let me head towards the baggage collection. The belt is 6, is what I know got get to know. Okay. Airport is a pretty decent one. Ho Chi Minh is a pretty decent one. It's not that big. I've seen bigger airports, bigger baggage belts, but this is a normal one. But it's clean. It's clean, and they've kept it well maintained. Vietnam is having a tourism boost for the last 2 to 3 years, and they are promoting tourism a lot. And I have observed a couple of good bags. That's trolley bags, branded bags. So my eyes are on all on those bags actually. So I might go. I will shop something out. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was the last to collect the bag. Of course, I got stuck up with the immigration, so I was the last to collect. And where is my wife? Where is my friends? I will settle down for some time. As I told you, our friend is about to join us from Canada, so I have booked a ticket for her as well. So all the coordination for visas, tickets, whole travel plan is done by me. So we all will settle down somewhere. As I said, need to freshen up. Sim is ready, so they said it will get connected in 10 minutes, but it's already connected, so which is good. Which is good. So need to check the airport facilities, duty free side, restroom. Of course, need to brush. There's no shower facilities here, but yeah, you can freshen up. That's for sure. Duty free. I will check the prices and understand the currency that I hold. Will that be enough? Looking at the price of commodities which is kept over there in those duty free shops, and that is the exit point on the right side that you see. The air condition is pretty good in Ho Chi Minh. The climate you wouldn't get excited about the climate in Ho Chi Minh. It's hot. It's always hot. It's part of Southeast Asian countries, so it's uh, humidity, just like what you can see in India. So I'm basically from Cochin, so I'm used with any of these. So yeah, those are Viettel SIM card that I have gone for. I have taken it already, and yeah, there is almost more than an hour for our friend to reach from Canada. She is traveling via Hong Kong, so she has got a layover of 1.5 hours in Hong Kong. But we have got already have got a message in our WhatsApp that she has boarded the flight to Ho Chi Minh from Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is another country that is something that I have put in my list to visit. Yeah, and once you're coming out of the airport, you would see again a lot of telecom companies with their SIM cards and better offers. To be frank, I would recommend you guys to come down after the immigration and take those SIMs, because you might find a small difference. It's a small difference, it's not a big one. And yes, as usual, currency exchange points closer to the exit points. So taxis, currency exchange points, all these are available while exiting the airport. These are the usual scenes which you would see, or the facilities that you would experience: tourist information desk, currency exchanges, telecom, SIMs, whatnot. You get everything in Ho Chi Minh Airport. And Ho Chi Minh was once the capital of Vietnam, and now it's Hanoi. So I have reached Ho Chi Minh, the Saigon, the capital of the old capital of Vietnam. And yeah, while looking at the Grab, yes, in India we have Uber, Ola, Rapido, something the facilities that Bangalore, Namma Bangalore applications that you can avail for using taxis, autos, or maybe bike rides. But over here, when you're coming to Southeast Asian countries, the same as Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Thailand too, it's the Grab that owns the monopoly here. It's not Uber. Uber has got its presence here, but let it be Thailand, let it be Vietnam, let it be Malaysia, Singapore, anywhere, it's Grab that plays the major role. So I have booked my cab. Our friend is here. We met her, so we all gathered. And our friend Anusha, she is joining us after 1.5 years. So our mutual friend is here, and we are so happy to have her back. So we are all going towards the cab that I've booked. So we are 5 people: me, Jaya, Anusha, Chaitya, Atul. So we are 5 and we need a bigger car. So yes, a bigger car, as well as, you know, the bags, trolleys that we have got, that needs to be carried in the same vehicle. We don't want to be split it into two vehicles. So yeah, we are trying to find out a vehicle wherein we can travel together. Yep, yep. Let's go. Let's go. So just exiting out of the airport, we need to uh, walk straight through the zebra crossing. That's where all these cab guys would be there, and you would find a lot of people who would be approaching you, checking with you, where you want to go. We would take you there, better price, but yeah, don't fall for them. You have your SIM into the mobile. You're connected to the local network. You can register into the Grab, and it doesn't take much, not even a minute. As soon as it's registered, you can book it, and I have booked it. Yes. Now the job is to find out where the cab is. So yeah, I've got my guy. He has taken my bag and just carry bag. So, that's a big one. Is it Innova? Looks like an Innova. Oh, we have similar vehicles. Yes, it is Innova. Krista in our place. This has got some other name. Yeah, that differs from each country's. The name of the vehicle differs, right? Just like that. Yeah. So let me get seated in the front seat so that I can cover some video of the initial entry of the country. Number 9 for me, number 4 or 5 for my wife, and first for a couple of my friends. So yeah, there you go. Vietnam flag is flying high, and a new experience for us. So we are out of Tan San Airport, Ho Chi Minh, and meanwhile, to my surprise, actually, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. We have got into a wrong cab. So yes, I have bought a wrong cab, man. The driver should have checked it. So yeah, this is something that you need to check. An experienced traveler like me, visiting multiple countries, still I make such a terrible mistake. Yeah. Now I have to find my cab. So these things is something that you have to avoid because I should have checked the cab number from Grab. The Grab application is so user friendly. It's just like the Uber application that we use. So yeah, now let me try to find out where's my cab. Oh, the driver had to unload everything, but it is his mistake too. So hello. Okay, so yep. Let me try to find where is my Grab cab. It was the same one, Innova. I'll try to find one. The cab number is mentioned in the application, so that should guide me through. Or should I give a call to the driver? Okay, let me give a call to the driver. I see some Grab guys over here, so I can also check with them as well. Okay. So we have 2 floors for the airport. You could see the bridge that is connecting towards the top floor. Yeah. So arrivals are in the ground floor and departures are on the 2nd floor, I think. The 2nd floor has the departures. Yeah, I've seen that in Dubai. And even in Bangalore, I have to say that, yeah. Yeah, that's right. In Bangalore, the Terminal 2 has got the arrivals, and the 1st floor and 2nd floor has got the departures, yeah. So let me ask these guys. That might solve my problem. I tried dialing the driver. It didn't get connected. Okay, we'll check with these guys. Okay, need to find the cab. In between there are people, there are drivers. You know, the private drivers who's trying to make a deal. Okay, thank you. Yeah, got it. The driver's here. He was actually looking out for me. I was looking out for him. Okay. Hope this is the right one. Yeah. He has checked the cab number in my mobile, and it's the right one. The guys over here, you would, like any other tourist destinations, you would find people who scams you, as well as people who is ready to help you. But I would say Vietnam is not such a country wherein people go ahead and scam you, but they are very, very friendly. To be frank, they are polite, they're jovial, they're ready to help guys. So that was my mistake when I didn't check the cab. So it's not their mistake. So it's basically not an Innova. It's actually a Suzuki vehicle, and that's similar to our XLX, our vehicle which we have in India. So yeah, a decent vehicle. Okay, everyone has got in. Oh, we have a Mother Mary dashboard. Oh, hello. And we have a good number of Christian population in Vietnam. Even though many of them are not so religious, we have Buddhism, Jainism, even Hinduism, as well as Christianity, and a small population of Muslims too in Vietnam. So I'm not so into religion stuff, but yeah, that's the kind of ethnicity we have in this country, Vietnam. Mm, the people over here are just like any other Southeast Asian countries. Uh, I'm just I'm just curious, how do they maintain this diet? I can't see much obesity, you know. It may be because of the humidity or the climate or the food habits that they have got, just like any other Southeast Asian countries. Most of them are well maintained. Their fitness is good. Skinny, skinny. I wouldn't say that, but not. And yeah, we are waiting for the cab to get out of this airport. There's good traffic jam outside the airport, but we don't see much honking, you know. Just like in states that's north in India, we don't see much honking over here, which is good. And that's the Vietnam flag, which I told you before. So yeah, we are slowly moving out of airport. Thank you, thank you. So we need to take an accommodation which we have already booked. We need to check in, and it's closer to the District One, and that is the city center. It's the downtown of Ho Chi Minh. Okay. And if you notice, what we have seen in Malaysia, Singapore, and any other Southeast Asian countries, white and black is a common color over here. And you would see some off-whites as well. White, black, off-whites are again the favorite colors of Singapore, I mean Vietnam as well, sorry. Okay, we are exiting airport. There you go. Hello, Ho Chi Minh. And some vehicles that I've seen here, which I have not observed in other countries, Southeast Asian countries, is VinFast. You know, that's a national car manufacturing company, and I heard about it recently that it is trying to make an entry into India. Oh wow, Lexus, nice. Yeah, Suzuki, Lexus, Toyota. Oh, that's a similar vehicle like us. Fortuner. Oh, what's the name over here for Fortuner? It's Toyota. Okay. We have Honda. Good. So yeah, we are exiting the airport. Oh, we have to pay toll here. Oh, nice. Is that the parking fee or the toll? The driver doesn't speak much English, but yeah, he goes through the map, he shows some actions, and he's able to understand what I speak, but I have to be slow. My rate of speech is high, I get that always, so I try my best to reduce my rate of speech. I have to be slow with these guys. And they have a tone, something that I observed, you know. Tone, let's go. How are you? Oh, that's not exactly the way. Oh, I'm not good in mimicking, but they have tone while speaking. That's nice. Interesting. Okay, and the toll, we don't have to pay it. That will be taken care by the driver itself. Something written in English as well as their language, Vietnamese. Good. So, exit. Let's go. Done. That was quick. Okay, and Vietnamese currency, or the Vietnamese currency is Vietnamese dong. That's what is the currency. Just like in Thailand, it's baht. Malaysia, it's ringgit. Singapore, it's dollars. In UAE, United Arab Emirates, it's dirhams. Saudi, it's riyal, just like that. In Vietnam, it is dong. Yeah, dong. Yes, that's the currency, and this is one of the countries, at least a bit of countries that where the Indian currency value is higher. I shouldn't make fun of our own currency, but yeah, he keeps dipping. Um, 5, 10 years back, our currency value with dollars was around 63. Now it is 87. Thanks a lot to others. Yeah, whoever governments, the way how RBI manages its finance as well as economy managed by our own dear Mrs. Lady Minister, and of course, yeah, our big Prime Minister. Anyway, our country is doing a great job, so our currency value is going down. And so there's people like us who wants to travel or buy things from outside or do some shopping outside and all. Of course, it's luxury, I get it, but has made it more difficult. So currency value goes down means we have to pay more. And if we have to pay more, that means the budget increases. And whoever wants to travel, have a budget travel, it reduces the options. So yeah, still, one as of now, the current currency value between India and Vietnam is rupee 1 is equal to 236. Yeah, that's what is the current Vietnamese exchange rate. So it is 1 rupee is equal to 236 Vietnamese dong. So yeah, over here the transaction happens. If you go to a market like Bentang, that's where sometime after we would be visiting. So Bentang Market is somewhere I'm planning to buy things. Yeah, stuff, something that I'm going to buy from there is around bags, clothes. So first copy things which I have bought from Malaysia as well. So I would be trying to buy from, and I need to make a good bargaining deal, which I am very bad with. Bargaining is something not in my list, but yeah. And as soon as they see Indians, let it be anywhere in South India, Southeast Asian countries, they see Indians, they know that these guys are born for bargaining. So they wouldn't be much interested. They would be looking for people from West, so that they wouldn't bargain much, so they can make a good deal. But being an Indian, they wouldn't be so interested. But yeah, I have to make sure that I am not losing money, but at the same time, they let them have some profit as well. Because I'm a tourist, so supposed to help their economy, just like what we expect when foreigners come to us. But I don't want to squeeze them or take out their margin of profit. So I would have a decent bargain. If it is helping me, then I would go for it, or else I will skip. But most of the times whenever I was to a foreign country, I used to pay something which benefits them. I wouldn't bargain much. Looking at them looking at me, I would understand that, okay, leave it. And they would know that, okay, this guy doesn't know bargaining much. So they would try to scam me, but I would give a good fight on bargaining. So yeah, that's a city view for you for the Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh. Decent city. The roads are big. Traffic is well managed. But I have to tell you this, while traveling within this 2-3 minutes itself, I can understand that it is something similar to Indian roads. And yeah, I have heard about the crossings of these roads wherein pedestrians and the bikes over here. I have to talk about these scooters and bikes. Oh my god, I have to say this. You see that? Oh my god, this is nothing. I'm going to see more by evening probably when I step out. Probably will have a sleep once we check in at hotel. And then by evening I would get out, go for a walk, have to take a bite, have something, and then I'm planning to visit the cafe apartment, and if possible I would take the not hip hop, right? Yeah, hop bus, wherein it would take us to the main points of the city. And Vietnam has got that, Ho Chi Minh has got it. So I would try to go for that cafe apartment, have something, eat or drink something, and then go for the hop bus, which would take us through the city. And the night city view is really good, is what I have heard. So probably in this video or the next, definitely that will be coming up. Kia vehicle, good. That's a Korean one. We have a good presence of Kia in India as well. So you're talking about the bikes, scooters. It's considered, if you search in Google, it is mentioned as you could find bikes and scooters that is equal to the population of Ho Chi Minh, same as the whole of Vietnam. So the usage of two-wheelers in Vietnam is too much that than the cars you could see bikes. But and the traffic, as I said before, the pedestrians, they just need to show their hands. And for people from West, that would be something new for them. They would struggle crossing borders. But being an Indian, yeah, I'm used with it. I just make sure that you're crossing through this seabird crossing. That doesn't mean much for you being a tourist, but if you want to cross a road, just lift your hand, show towards vehicles, and they would slow down or either stop for you. That's the only formula that we have in Vietnam, is what I have heard. Not like Singapore, not like Malaysia, but over here, the hand works. Just need to raise your hands towards the vehicles, and they would slow down. They would stop for you to cross the roads. The roads over here are huge, and you can see. See that. The turn, they just slowed down, and the vehicle could pass. So signals are for the namesake, I believe, but I could see vehicles stopping in signal as well. So, but about that, I could see vehicles double crossing it, taking U-turns in between of the roads. So, yeah. Driving in Vietnam, we need to be a bit careful. Okay, that is the cities and shops that we could see, the streets of Ho Chi Minh. So yeah, as I said, in between I have a plan of the next 2 days I would be visiting War Memorial of Vietnam. Obviously I need to visit that because that plays a huge history of Vietnam, and I'm fond of history, and I know the history of Vietnam very well, what they've gone through, the sufferings, the struggle, the fight they had with multiple nations. That's against the mighty US, the only country that the US had to back off. Reason one is Afghanistan, but yeah, before that, the history of US wars is where the small country, the small people who fights for their basic needs, they fought the guerrilla war, and they actually won against US. That's a fact. So yeah, that is something the history says. So I want to see that they had to sacrifice a lot. A lot means a lot. Their women, their children, they still bears the impact of all those bombs and chemical weapons used against these guys in different parts of Vietnam. So yeah, I will be visiting the War Memorial. Place, and then I would visit the post office, and then I would visit Independence Palace. Yeah, that's somewhere closer to my hotel. I stay closer to that place. So these are all walkable distance, to be frank. So whoever comes to Ho Chi Minh needs to have a good pair of shoes, and I have got Under Armour shoes with me. Not boasting about my shoes, but I've got a good pair of shoes. So whoever comes to Vietnam, definitely be ready to walk, because there's a footpath everywhere. You can see footpath everywhere, and it's clean. You could see that while traveling right now. It's all clean and tidy, so you can walk and see all these major places within the walking distance. And then I want to try banh mi. Banh mi is a breakfast as well as dinner snack, I think. But it is too fluffy, just like a Subway, yeah. So that is fully filled with meat, vegetables, salads. So yeah, I would like to have it. Okay. Couldn't find any high-rise buildings. That is in District 9. District 9 is famous for its high-rise skyscrapers, buildings. So over here, the path that we are heading towards a hotel, which is towards the District 1, is having normal buildings. But I like the road, how they maintained it with trees. This is something that is really appreciable. I could see the footpath is something that I really appreciate. That is required for any kind of road that's there for a city. Good job. Anyway, I was talking about places that I want to visit. As again, repeating, that's Independence Palace, then War Memorial, then Post Office, and then during the night, the Nguyen Q. I don't know how to spell that. Nguyen. Yeah, it's Nguyen. It's Nguyen or Nguyen Square. That's where I would be visiting. I would take a drone shot as well. So, and that's where the cafe apartment is, where you would find a lot of cafes within one single apartment. So that's something that I would be visiting, and then a city tour. That's under my plan, and then a couple of shopping within Thanh Market and walk around the streets of Vietnam. That's the plan for Ho Chi Minh for next 2 days. So straight away I'm heading towards a hotel for a sleep. I will take a nap and then wake up by evening to then plan for whatever comes in mind. And it's not just me and my wife who is traveling, so we have got friends as well. So this time we have to look into their comfort as well. Good. I mean, that's a huge canal which is on the left side. It's taking a complete circle. Yeah, it's going beside. It's a huge canal. We had been driving beside this canal for some time now. And it shows in the map that my hotel will reach in another 5 minutes. Decent. Oh yeah, the pho. You see on the right side, pho. Yeah, that is something that I need to eat. It's a pho is a breakfast meal, so probably before going for sleep, I might go have this pho, and I would give you the review of how the pho is. PHO is pho. Pho is a breakfast meal which is famous, quite famous over here. That any group of people in Vietnam prefers eating pho, which is healthy. It's a meat soup with some noodles. Oh, that's a Vietnamese hat. I want to buy one. Yeah, that's nice. That actually covers the whole head as well as face, which is nice. Okay, we are almost near the hotel. Good. Oh, trees, and these trees are so huge. There are many trees which are so huge that I'm sure it's been there for years. So pho and banh mi is something that I would prefer to eat. And yeah, when visiting these countries, drink a lot of water. That's water is really important. So whenever I reach a country in Southeast, I would buy a big can of water, that may be 5 liters or 10 liters from the nearby supermarket, and have it in hotel. And I'm a person who drinks a lot of water, and I sweat a lot, so I need a lot of water. Need to drink a lot of water. So yeah, the vehicles over here is again just like any other country. It's clean. I don't see any vehicles that is filled with dirt or dusty. And obviously the roads are clean, so dust doesn't come much. But still, the roads are clean as well as the vehicles over here are clean. That even bikes too. That is something that I have observed. Toyota Camry. Woohoo! especially Pajero. Those are old buildings. So the city has the infrastructure built very well, and you could find some architecture of these buildings around that's mixed of old as well as new. And many of these old buildings have been turned into restaurants, hotels, even pubs. So night culture of Ho Chi Minh is lively. So I want to explore that. And yeah, I forgot to mention, there's a main point that I want to visit. That's Bui Vin. Vin. Bui Vin. Yeah. That's something how it's been spelled or maybe said. Bui Vin. So Bui Vin, something like that. So that's a street. That's where whole pubs are located. Nightlife of Ho Chi Minh lies in that street, and that is very close to Bentang Market. And as I said, Bentang Market is a place that is closer to my hotel, and so you can understand that I'm staying in the city center. That's how I always book the hotels. That is closer to that's in the downtown. So cost is something that I always give up on accommodation, because the point should be every point should be accessible from where I stay. So if in case you're sweating up, or if you want to change your clothes or get freshen up, you can rush back to the hotel and then go for again these places. So whenever you're booking your hotels, try to book it not so far looking at the cost, but even if you're paying some extra money, that's okay. Try to book it within the city so that it's accessible to every hotspots of the city. So yeah, Boyne Wayne, Bentime Market, these Independence Palace, or War Memorial are all actually closer to the hotel where I stay. I would share the hotel details where I stayed and the street, so you would understand. It would be helpful for you while you are traveling. So yeah. Oh man, this is taking a bit. Oh, see that. Oh my goodness. Two-wheeler coming in a wrong end. That's what I said. You would find all these over here, and for me, it is so used to it. So, being an Indian, everyone is used with that, but I'm sure other countries that's not how it is. So this is nothing new for me. But we have to be careful while walking. You could see even the two-wheelers going through the footpath. Nothing new for me, but yeah, I have to be careful being in a foreign land. Oh, we have traffic signals. Good to know. See that? Okay. That's what I was talking about. How the vehicles actually travel in the main roads, junctions. So we have got a good deal with the accommodation as well. So I would say this is kind of budget travel coming to Ho Chi Minh. I might visit Vietnam once more, maybe later, based on how happy I am with Vietnam and the shopping and the food and all. Comparatively, what I've heard from others as well as while doing my research is that the country is cheap for a budget traveler. So I need to experience it, and then I would give a review of how the country is, how the people are, how is the food, and how is the transportation, how costly is the city. I will give my review towards the end. So this video is coming to the closer. So I said 5 minutes, but it's taking more time to reach. It's because of this traffic. That's the vehicle that I was talking about, the car manufacturing company the VinFast. That's a Vietnamese car manufacturing company. I like the models. This is the basic one, but there are different other models of VinFast vehicles, which is really good. photo spot. And yeah, one main important thing, iPhones all over the world, Vietnam sells the cheapest iPhones. So if you're anyone visiting Vietnam, if you would like to buy iPhone, I'm an Android guy. So if you are into this iPhone thing, the best place to buy iPhones, the latest ones or the previous versions, Vietnam is the cheapest country that offers the best deals for iPhones. Okay, far over there you see a skyscraper. That's Landmark 81. It's the tallest building. It's a business building, commercial one. Residential apartments are also there, but it's a commercialized building, and it's tallest building in Ho Chi Minh. Landmark 81, it's a name. There's an observatory deck where people could visit, and you could see the whole of Ho Chi Minh standing on the top of that building. I have a plan of visiting that place too. So if in case I'm visiting, definitely that will be shared with you guys as well. So yeah, we have reached Ben Thang Square. And if you take a right from here, the vehicle is moving straight, but if you take a right from here as well, we can go straight as well. That's where the Burn Wayne pub is. Yeah, not the pub, it's a street. That's where you could find all those nightlife of Ho Chi Minh. NK Mall, yeah, I need to visit this place as well. Yeah, do some shopping. That's famous for electronics. I have nothing in my list to buy. Yeah, just go ahead. Window shopping maybe. If you find anything good and attractive with a good deal, why not buy one? The small culture which you could see in Malaysia, Singapore, just like that, we have got a lot of malls here. So, oh yes, that's a hotel. We have reached the hotel. Oh yes, nice. So it's just, you could see that the Bentang Market is close by, Burn Wayne Street is close by. Okay, so checked into the hotel and I have stepped out for a walk wherein my friends, everyone is getting freshened up so they could have something for food and then take a nap. I have freshened up first, so I thought of having a step out, take a walk around the street, could see any areas that I could walk around. I marked a couple of areas in the map, Google Maps. So over here you can trust Google Map, I can tell you that, I can assure you that. It doesn't cheat you, so Google Map is a very helpful application that you can use being in this country, Vietnam. You see that? Vehicles keep coming and I will show you how to cross the road. These vehicles are not going to stop, that's for sure. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. That's my first crossing. In Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, that was my first crossing. And yeah, I did a pretty good job. So you could see the landmark 81 far over there. But I can tell you this is a walkable distance. And this place, I would show you in night. It would be, oh, there you go. So yes, guys, I am back after a nap. That's a night view of Grave Street. It's a very famous street, almost 2 to 3 kilometers long, and this is where the people gather around for any recreational activities. A lot of vendors would be there, street stalkers would be there. People gather around, meet their friends, and beside the street, there is a lot of cafes, restaurants, shopping centers, malls, all class of products you get it over here on both sides of this street. You get high-end products as well as affordable ones within the limits of these streets. Okay, after the heavy traffic, mm, it started raining. The climate over here is unpredictable, man. It's hot, it's humid, and immediately it rains for some time, then it stops. The people are so used with this climate that they don't carry their umbrellas. Everyone doesn't carry it. They're fine walking around. So yeah, now you see the streets got dried up pretty quick, and traffic is back again. So I've reached the cafe apartment, the apartment that's filled with cafes, restaurants. That's a cafe. So we'll go inside. If you're taking the lift, we'll have to pay a small fee to the person who is actually operating the lift. If not, you can take the stairs. And we are going to opt for the stairs. Because there's more than 8 floors, we'll have to check how we will survive with those stairs. Already tired. I think we have reached 3rd or 4th floor. The cafe which we have seen in our Google search was Saigon. Saigon Cafe. So, yeah, search of it. We've also seen Meraki. Meraki is something we either would go for or Saigon. But we couldn't find where it is. It's not mentioned anywhere in the floors so that we can navigate and reach that particular floor. We have already climbed 4 to 5 floors. I'm tired. With Meraki is here. We didn't go for that because we didn't actually like the ambience of that Meraki. Let's see whether this floor helps to. Saigon, oi! At last. Okay, so we have entered the Saigon Oi Cafe. We'll sit outside. That's the view that we want. After stride bristling. The streets are getting busy back again. So, as per our plan, we'll have a cup of tea, bubble tea, or maybe coffee or something good to drink and have a snack and start our walk. If the rain comes down and doesn't pour and it stops, and if the streets are clear, we might take the hop on hop off bus, which is actually next to the Opera House.